What's going on? RSSavage here, back with another Runescape video, and I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today I'm bringing you guys a guide on my layout that I have here on my interfaces. I did have someone ask me how I made my interfaces look so clean and all in line and everything. So the first thing I want to get into is some of the settings. So we actually have the presets right here, which I will get into in a moment, and we also have the edit layout mode that I will also get into. But first, I want to head over to the settings, and under gameplay and interfaces, you'll find appearance. And over here, you can actually find the lock interface customization. And I love to keep this locked so I don't move any of my interfaces by mistake. I'll also show you what it looks like when it's unlocked. You will see these bars above the interfaces that let you move them actually. So if you guys didn't know, that's what those mean. And I think they're not too good looking, so I like to keep it locked. As you can see, it disappears. And also, if you guys do have these large banners, I guess you would call them, over them, I'm not a big fan of them because you basically know this is the mini map. You don't really need to have it tell you. So I like to keep it slim, and then on top of that, lock it to make it look even better. And also the transparency, I'm not going to change mine because I like the way it is. But if you guys want to see through these interfaces, make sure to make the transparency lower. But if you like it, actually make it higher, I mean. And then if you like it darker so you can't see through it, make it a little bit lower. I have mine closer to the solid colored side so you can't see through it, because I like to see the items in my inventory. And sometimes if it's too transparent, then you won't be able to see them. So I like to keep it like that. And then some more settings we have in here are the inventory. Actually, you can see my inventory is shaped like this. We have 3 rows, and then the columns look like that. So you can basically change the way that looks in here. You can change the amount of columns and stuff. I don't know. Yeah, see, it changes right there. I actually had mine on 10 because I like the way that looks with the size of my interface. So I'm going to leave that there. Also have some more settings. You can actually destroy containers and like potions after you use them when they're empty. So that is great. Drag to drop items, we also have that. Some very nice settings RS3 did add in here. And I also want to show you guys the game clock. I have mine up here. I also showed this in my dailies video where you can see your daily, weekly, and monthly reset time right there. And this is how you turn that on. Very nice to have that. And you can also see when the game resets. When this hits 24, it'll go back down to 0, and you just need to log out and log back in to do your dailies again. And I think that is it for these settings. Now I want to get in. Oh, also I want to show you guys the lock button is over here. I'm also sure there's a keybind for it. I did change the keybind so I didn't hit it by accident, and I basically just use this whenever I want to unlock and lock my stuff. But now I want to get into my layout presets right here. So they actually did include some presets right here. I'm going to test this one out. So if you guys do like these, I'm not personally a fan of them, but we do have some of these layouts, and I think my interfaces are different than the ones that it is meant for. I'm actually going to pause my double XP. I forgot about that. But my interfaces, I might have more open than I should, so it maybe doesn't position exactly and it looks weird. So some of these interfaces aren't the best. Retro, this one's not as bad. If you guys, I wouldn't be overwhelmed with the interface look. You can basically set it up however you'd like and save it as a preset, which I will show you in a moment. So I'm just showing you guys all these, but here is my main preset right here. And what is great about the presets is I can actually unlock this. I can move this over here. I can just move this over here. Say I'm doing something else where I need to see my screen on the bottom. I can, let's say, move all this here. Just for example, I would probably never do this, but say like that. And then I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And when I'm done doing that and I want to go back to my main thing, I can go back to this. I can hit my settings and look at that. It's back to normal, and then I can just lock it. And now we're basically where we started, and it only takes a second. You don't have to resize anything back to the original spot, and that's a great feature to have. So to set that up, basically, you go to edit layout mode and save the layout once you have it set up as you'd like. And there's basically 4 layouts you can switch. And I also love this feature because if you like to have 2 accounts up at the same time and you like to split your screen, you can have a layout for your screen being half the size, and then you can have a layout for your screen being full size, which is what I like to do. And here is the other layout presets right here. You can also find that. And now let's go into the advanced options. This is pretty important. especially with the debuff and the buff bar. If you guys didn't know, you can actually move this where you want on the screen. I like mine above my prayer and my HP. And also, if you guys didn't know, you can actually change the XP pop-ups. That's basically the circle that shows you how close you are to your next level. And most people have it at the top. I prefer it to be above my skills, which is right over here. And that's very nice to have if you guys didn't know. So if you want to see your stuff, also your bank, you can see where it'll pop up. So if I go to my bank, it'll look like this. That'll be the size of it. And if you want to change it, you just drag it over like this. If you want it bigger or smaller. And I'm going to discard the changes so it doesn't save. So don't worry about me changing that. Also the clock, stuff like this. It's very nice to organize this yourself and make it how you like it. Also, there's just so many things. If you guys didn't know, like the Slayer counter, you can move that. That subscribe thing, I like to move that to the side. And then also the loot interface, I did make a video on that. If you guys haven't checked it out, make sure and go check that out. We also have a bunch of other stuff in here. Let's see. Double XP counter, I like to keep that over to the side. Basically just the buff bar I think is very important to keep like in front of you above your abilities and stuff, so it's not over to the side. And make sure you can see it so you know when your potions run out and all that good stuff. But I think that's going to be it. I also love the XP pop-ups to be down here. So these are the two main things that I like to have where I have them. But you can also just keep checking them on and off and see what they are, which is nice. And then I'm going to discard the changes and everything will be back to normal. So I actually have one more very important thing to show you guys. Some people do not know that you can have 4 additional action bars right here. So the main action bar is right here. I'll actually unlock it to show you guys. So this is the action bar that you get, and then these are the 4 additional ones. Now to set up the 4 additional ones, you're going to want to go to your settings right over here, and then go to gameplay, combat and action bar, and then action bar. And then display additional action bars are actually right here. And that's how you can set up these extra spaces and put in your teleports if you'd like, your prayers, and weapons, everything like that that I have in there. So I wanted to show you guys that because I know some people didn't know that was possible. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.